How's it going, people, and welcome back to the Outdoor Builders Club. Today we'll be checking out some more of the latest and greatest Starfield mods available for PC and Xbox, including some of the best mods, like one that will add some well needed depth to Starfield's pirate faction, a Star Trek themed ship that will feature its own holodeck, and a mod that we've checked out in the past but it's changed so much since then that it now deserves a revisit. Every single one of the mods featured today will be available from both Nexus mods and creations, so this list will be usable no matter what console you're playing on. If you're new to the channel or to modding Bethesda games, make sure you subscribe for more Starfield content, and if you enjoy the video then please remember to leave a like. But for now, just sit back and buckle up as we check out some of the latest Starfield mods. The first mod we'll be checking out today will be Crimson Fleet Ranks from Downfall Nemesis. This mod will add a brand new hierarchy system to the pirate faction of Starfield, meaning you'll now be able to advance your way up the chain of command within the organisation and go from a basic grunt to an experienced pirate marauder. This mod will introduce a total of 6 new tiers to the faction, each offering custom loot and unique rewards. You'll start off as a standard freebooter after you've completed a couple mission board jobs for the fleet. As a freebooter, you'll now receive slightly higher payments for mission board jobs, and you'll also unlock a small player room on the key. As far as ranks go, you can work your way all the way up to a pirate reaver, which will grant you rewards like better discounts and even higher payments for jobs, new custom spacesuits and gear, and even a pirate themed spaceship called the Black Pearl. To advance through the ranks and unlock these awesome new rewards, you'll need to start ticking off some of the jobs at the pirate mission board, which you can find many situated on the Reckoner's Core in the key. And the number of completed missions needed to get a promotion can be altered in the gameplay settings, where you can basically decide how fast or slow you want to progress through the ranks. But just as a heads up, completing missions for the Crimson Fleet's main questline will not actually help you progress through the ranks. It's only affected by the number of mission board jobs you do. The player room you unlock at the key will come with a terminal inside, where you'll be able to see your current rank, the total number of missions you've completed, and exactly what type of jobs it is that you've done. Overall, I think this mod is great as it gives you incentive to actually complete these small fleet missions and rewards you with some really cool and unique loot at the same time. I'd love to see this type of mod for some of the other factions in the game as well, such as the UC or even maybe the Trackers Alliance. Next up, we're going to be looking at Crew Wanted SSNN message board by Dusty Rumps. This mod will allow you to send out a request for the exact kind of crew member you want to enlist, giving you the ability to curate your crew to your specific needs. To start using this handy feature, simply travel to the well in New Atlantis and look for the SSNN message board by the smaller entrance access via the spaceport. This terminal will allow you to select the type of crew members you want to recruit for only 200 credits and will notify you where you can expect to find them. You can also locate these message boards dotted all around the settled systems, so you can actually meet the perfect crew member wherever you are in the galaxy. And if you'd like to increase the number of crew members that you can hire, there is even an option to pay 10,000 credits to take the crew command training course and increase your ship command number by 3. This mod will also introduce almost 40 brand new crew variants to choose from, all of which possess relevant skills, job titles, and a variety of related outfits. You can even hire new security guard crew members for your outposts. These guys will protect you from any hostile aliens on your planet or any other potential threats to your property. You're now able to easily hunt down the best pilots or weapon specialists, so this mod pairs amazingly well with the Watchtower creation to help you build the greatest fleet. This mod actually does a lot without changing too many of the core functions of the crew system, but the changes it does make are extremely convenient and useful. The first weapon mod we're going to be checking out today will be called Old Earth Service Rifle by Evimentary E. This mod will add a faithful recreation of the HK-416 to Starfield, now rebranded to fit into the lore as a relic from humanity's military past. The Old Earth Service Rifle is based on the AA-99 platform and will use 11mm ammo by default. There is, however, an optional patch to convert it into 5.56 rounds if you wanted something a bit more grounded in reality. The rifle comes fully integrated into Starfield's leveled lists, meaning you'll find it at various different vendors, stashed in different loot containers, and even sometimes in the hands of your enemies. What really makes this mod great is the attention to detail. You've got a whole list of attachments that you can add to your rifle at a weapons workbench, and there's even 5 different sight options, including some experimental see-through scopes. These scopes are especially clever as they function like reflex sights, but now with proper zoom levels, so they'll even work in third person. I think this rifle is a great addition to Starfield. More guns is always a plus in my book, but I think this mod just fits into the game really well. Moving on to our next weapon mod with Black Dog Industries by Dave Cates. This mod will introduce a selection of brand new weaponry to Starfield, bringing with it an over-the-top energy to firefights that is equal parts amazing and equal parts deadly. Black Dog Industries will implement a full-blown arms catalogue to the game, straight from the Trade Authority's black market. First, let's start with the new armor set. BDI will include an extremely OP spacesuit, which you can purchase from the Trade Authority. This spacesuit is very heavy duty and possesses some absolutely insane stats that will make either you or your companion virtually immune to any ballistic attacks. Moving on to the fire firepower, this mod will also add 5 new ridiculous weapons to the game, 3 of which are for some reason named after Sarah Morgan. So you can now use the Sarah Morgan Gifter, a heavily modified side-star pistol with ridiculous power, Sarah's Wrong Day rifle, which is a crazy enhanced Beowulf, and the Sarah's pissed off mag shear that will take most of your opponents down in seconds. Not only that, BDI will also include an awesome rocket projected hard target and razorback, and all of these guns can either be crafted at an industrial workbench or bought from the local trade authority. These guns might be slightly overpowered, but are a lot of fun to use. You could even give it to one of your companions and watch them absolutely annihilate all of your enemies. And finally, this mod will add a unique set of overpowered grenades, including frag grenades, particle bombs, and even sleep grenades, all of which can be crafted at an industrial workbench or bought from the TA just like the weapons. These new explosives really do pack a punch, so you should ensure you're wearing the heavy duty armor, otherwise you're likely to accidentally blow yourself up. If you're a fan of all the chaos and enjoy inflicting heavy damage without having to make it look pretty, then these are the perfect new weapons and throwables to add to your Starfield arsenal. Next up, we're taking a look at OWLTECH Pathfinder by Sergeant Owl. This mod introduces the USS Pathfinder, a Star Trek inspired starship that has been carefully adapted to feel right at home in the settled systems. The Pathfinder is not just any old ship however, it's a fully explorable, lore-rich vessel designed for players who enjoy the quieter side of spacefaring, like exploration, immersion, and world-based storytelling. The Pathfinder contains 5 detailed new decks, including space for a Star Trek themed bridge, all the different kind of habs needed to keep your ship's crew happy, and plenty of science labs, reactors, and many mechanical spaces for you to explore. You can even turn off most of the furniture simply by flicking a switch on the wall, so you always have the option to redecorate the interior yourself. You can also locate the transporter room, which will work as your ship's docking port, and the ship even has its own holodeck that actually comes with multiple programs. The inclusion of the holodeck makes this ship feel extremely unique, and the locations are actually kinda useful. The training range is an awesome place where you can practice multiple combat situations. The armory is a great place to store all your valuable weapons, and you can even roleplay a scenario where the ship is under siege and you have to fight off all the attackers. The design of this ship blends classic Federation aesthetics with Starfield's more rugged industrial feel. It's a nice balance that makes a Pathfinder feel like it belongs in the settled systems, even though it clearly comes from somewhere else. You can find the ship hidden amongst the space storms of the Ophion system, just waiting to be discovered. I really think this mod is awesome, and the elevator used to get around is just a cherry on top for me. If you're the kind of player who enjoys discovering lore through the environment, or just wants a ship that feels like it has a bit of history, OWLTECH Pathfinder is a beautiful addition to your game. It's immersive, detailed, and clearly made with a lot of love for both Starfield and Star Trek. The first armor and spacesuit mod we're going to be taking a look at will be SFF Power Armor by Aldo0013. This mod introduces a new high-tech spacesuit designed for the SFF body replacer, and it's one of the most striking armor sets currently available. The design leans heavily into the classic Power Armor look with all its miniature LEDs, but reminds me of a sleeker version of the Master Chief armor. From the angular plating of the spacesuit to the unique helmet design, this mod feels like something that could have already been developed somewhere within the settled systems. You can acquire this spacesuit from Outland in New Atlantis and potentially some other vendors as well. The suit, helmet, and boost pack are all modular, so you can wear them all together or actually mix and match them and wear them with other gear too. When it comes to customization however, this mod gives you a variety of solid options to choose from. You'll now have 6 different color variations, each of which can be swapped at a spacesuit workbench. The olive and default version has a classic military look, the black variant leans more tactical and stealthy, and the steel finish gives off a clean, futuristic, industrial vibe. And you also have a couple of colorful options as well, so you've got a ton of choice when picking your power armor. This mod is a great option for anyone wanting to add more fitted spacesuits to Starfield, or for anyone who just wants to look like a sexy walk-in tank. And speaking about walk-in tanks, this next mod is United Colonies Apex Exosuit from 510 Deshawn. This mod will introduce a literal exoskeleton into the game that comes attached to a UC spacesuit to give your character a serious tactical edge. Rather than being a full suit of power armor, the Apex is more like a flexible reinforcement system. It's made from a material called Flexi Steel, a rubberized polymer that expands and contracts with your movement. So instead of weighing you down, it moves with you, boosting your strength and damage resistance without sacrificing any agility. The exosuit will work for both males and female characters and features crisp 4K textures, so it will look sharp in both first and third person. If you're after something that feels like a proper military upgrade, an armor that blends form, function, and a bit of UC flair, the Apex exosuit is a solid addition to your outfits. And while we're looking at Deshawn's mods, you should also grab UC Vanguard Automata. This mod will implement 2 kinds of new robots that will join the ranks of the United Colonies faction. First First up is the UC Nova, a support unit that is mostly built for security, maintenance and patrol duties. They're light and efficient and designed to keep UC installations running smoothly. Then there's the UC Ares, a combat-ready automaton armed for high-risk deployment, heavily armoured and built to engage threats heads-on. Ares brings out a real weight to the Vanguard forces. You can even craft the skins at an industrial workbench and either wear the robot suit for yourself or maybe give it to a few of your followers and build your own robot squadron. Together, these two feel like natural additions to the UC's ever-expanding influence, and paired with the Apex Exosuit, it's a great way to flesh out a more tactical UC-themed playthrough. The next mod we're going to be checking out will be Smart Inventory from Steve King. This quality of life mod is an automated inventory management system designed to eliminate any tedious micromanagement in the game. This mod is fully customizable, and once you've set it all up, it quietly handles all your gear from behind the scenes and allows you to focus on the more important things. To start using this mod, you'll first need to build a special container on your ship where you can now set your carry limits for things like ammo, chems and throwables. Anything that you pick up beyond your set carry limits will either be automatically stored onto your ship's cargo if you're close enough, put back into the container where it came from, or just simply dropped on the floor. However, fortunately you can still purchase or craft items in bulk, as Smart Inventory will ignore those items. You'll also now have the ability to trigger something called a sync. This feature will allow you to sync up with your ship's cargo hold by replenishing any of your items that you're running low on, and also remove any of your bought or crafted items that have gone over your carry limits. You can trigger a sync whenever you like, either manually at the container, remotely with the new device, or conveniently have it happen every time you board your ship. This mod can also keep track of any weapons you pick up near your ship and adjust your ammunition on the fly, so your inventory feels prepared without you having to do any of the grunt work. So whether you're a loot hoarder or a minimalist explorer, Smart Inventory takes all the friction out of your inventory system and is completely optional, but once you actually give it a try, you'll wonder how you ever played without it. Our next and final quality of life mod will be All Vehicles Have Storage by Steve King. This mod does exactly what it says on the tin. It adds a dedicated storage trunk to Starfield's vehicles, including all of your modded ones too. It's a small change on paper, but it makes a big difference when you're out exploring and you need somewhere to stash your loot without heading back to your ship. Each vehicle gets a built-in container with a base capacity of 150, which increases depending on your rank in the payload skill. If you're someone who likes to explore in your rover, then you'll definitely appreciate the extra space you get. The storage is shared across all vehicles, so if you switch from one to another, your items will swap with you, and if you ever wanted to disable the trunk feature, you can toggle it off in the gameplay options, and your items will stay safely stored but temporarily inaccessible. No extra bells and whistles, to be honest, just a simple feature that probably should have been in the game from the start. And finally, as a little bonus spot, I wanted to revisit a mod we checked out in the past that has had quite a bit of a glow up since we first saw it, Halo UNSC Armory by Ratatato Skier. This mod adds a full arsenal of iconic Halo weapons to Starfield, and recent updates have really polished the experience. We're now looking at almost 20 weapons pulled across from the Halo series, including the MA-40 assault rifle, which we did see last time, an M20 SMG, an MA-5D assault rifle, the Mark 50 sidekick, which we also saw last time, a Spartan laser, and even a Hydra and railgun. Each weapon has been carefully modelled and textured, with some awesome new additions like better reload animations and optional skins that match their classic Halo appearances. One of the biggest improvements is how these weapons are now integrated into the world. Instead of crafting them or spawning them in manually, you'll start seeing them now show up in shops like Centurion Arsenal. It's a subtle change, but makes the mod feel far more immersive and natural. Even the textures have been reworked using assets from the Halo archive, giving the weapons a cleaner and more authentic look. If you tried using this mod early on or saw my previous spotlight on it and thought maybe it was a bit rough around the edges, then it's absolutely worth revisiting again. The Halo UNSC Armory now feels like a proper crossover, and most importantly is also now available on Creations as well as on PC. And that is our list of some of the latest and greatest Starfield mods available on PC and Xbox. I hope you found some mods that you'd like to check out for yourself, and remember to endorse or like any that you enjoy. That being said, if you enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave me a like, and if you want to see more Starfield content, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But that'll be it from me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
You won't regret it.
Get some Aurora and let loose! Yeah?